Two great signings today for the New York Jets. I mean, buddy, big time money for Garrett Wilson right now. Dude agreed to 4 year, $130 million extension, including $90 million, which is the fourth most in a wide receiver's contract. NFL history that a receiver has received an average over 31 million after playing only 3 seasons. The 32.5 million average in his new deal is the fifth highest among NFL wide receivers. Let's just stick with him right now, and then we'll bring up the next player on who the Jets gave. But with Wilson, you got any thoughts on this? Is it well deserving for him? Do you think that he could have got more? You think he should have got less? Are the Jets making a mistake? What do you think?
No, I think I'm pretty good with it. I mean, he's getting paid a little more than AJ Brown's getting paid over in Philly, which he's not a better receiver than AJ Brown, but at the same time, we know that's not how that works, right? Situational and timing. Um, the Jets are trying to finally build this foundation of, okay, here's our young core. We got a new coach, Aaron Glenn, coming in. He's kind of saying the right things that the players like to hear. And I'm not saying he's a player type coach, but it seems like he's really bonding well there. This is a team that's come off a lot of dysfunction, given up a lot for the whole Aaron Rodgers situation in general, just to try to make that work. And that did nothing. Zach Wilson didn't really help from the years before that. So in on Justin Fields now, I don't really think that that's a long-term solution, but even still, you got to try somewhere. So you got a young player there at quarterback. You got a young receiver here that's, could be your 1-2 punch for 5 years or whatever it is with that extension now. A lot of money, but it is what it is at this point in the game. That's just how the contracts work. So you weren't going to get them much cheaper, and you don't want to end up like, Washington, where they had the McLaurin situation, because you know how last year Garrett Wilson he did well with his own personal stats, but there was a lot of times where he was just unhappy or voicing his opinion. There's not too many players, kind of like, I'm a Bengals fan. There's not too many players that say they want to be a Jet for life. Him, Sauce Gardner, two guys that have kind of voiced that. So I'm glad to see, they're at least taking the time to say, okay, let's build around this young team. And this is the foundation we set, kind of like the Burrow and Chase situation, and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, I like it for Garrett Wilson for sure. I mean, like, dude, the guy's a great route runner. He's a great catcher. He could be on the top of the list with anybody in the league right now on the receivers. I think he's well deserved for this money, and I think it's good that the Jets, they lock him in. I've always said that if you got some great players, make sure they stick around. Make sure they're gonna play for your team and not someone else's team, and then later on you regret it. I feel like the Jets did a good job here, giving him his money. They come to an agreement of 130 million with 90 guaranteed. He was really excited about it on Twitter, on X, saying that he's ready to, that there's been some up and downs in the New York Jets franchise while he's been there, but he's glad to have got this extension done and keep it moving forward. For the team itself, I mean, dude, you bring in Justin Fields, a quarterback that he's played with in college. Maybe it can work out for the best for them. I mean, they brought in a new head coach from the Detroit Lions, the DC. I mean, he looks like a person that can really change around a culture, and that's what you really want in a head coach that can bring some attitude, some grit, and obviously some intelligence for sure. But you keep Garrett Wilson, one of the top receivers in the league right now. You match him up with his old quarterback. Next thing you know, man, they're doing a lot of great things out there, bro. And hey, who's to say that the Jets can't really take it deep this year and go into a wild card or go into deep into the playoffs? Who's to say?
Yeah, exactly. And you look at, in the NFL specifically, a lot of times when a guy leaves the team and goes to free agency, they end up staying in the division, right? And
Mhm.
it's kind of a weird thing, but a lot of team players have said that they like to stay because that's the teams they play the most. So they're used to those areas. They can kind of picture the family there. They kind of
Exactly.
have the easy fall. So fine, right? You don't want Garrett Wilson to end up in New England, a team that could easily take receivers and have a better young quarterback with Mac Jones and start building something there with new coaches. And you don't want to fall behind the eight ball again. So this is a good opportunity. Just lock them up, like you said. You got great talent. Don't look ahead. Just lock up what you have and to take a chance.
Yeah, facts, facts.